And I am here with three very lovely ladies, and I'll have them introduce themselves. But let's start with you.
I'm Amanda King Greenwich, better known as Mandy.
I'm Alison King.
And I'm Jane King Hippolyte.
Would you happen to be related to Dr. Owen King by any chance? So you're the first. So we want to get from the family. How are you guys feeling on this occasion?
I am feeling so honored and privileged, and on behalf of my family, my mom and my dad, they would be so pleased to know that Daddy is now being recognized in this way. It's amazing.
Oh, I can't add anything to that. It's almost overwhelming. I think he would have been so honored. He was not a man who had very high expectations and didn't expect people to Jane, help me.
I'm so happy. He was so overwhelmed when they named the Owen King Operating Theatre after him. I remember that ceremony, and he was in tears afterwards. You know, he said it's such a signal honor, and this. I'm almost in tears now, actually. He would be so happy. I wish he could have been here for it. I wish my mother could have been here for it. And I think he was so dedicated to healing and the alleviation of pain and trying to help people. That was his life. That was what he thought about all the time. It was so important to him. And I'm so glad this hospital has his name, and that will have that spirit. I know it will have that spirit.
And now you know I have to ask, because we did have a video earlier on people's recollection of Dr. King, but I want to hear from you, from your perspective as his daughters. What are the fondest things that you remember about him?
He was a quiet man. He worked really hard, but when he came home, he was there for us. And he would read a lot. He was a voracious reader. But you could go and I could sit on his knee, and he would always, welcome me. And we would do things together. He loved the outdoors. He loved sailing, and we would do these things with friends and family. We'd sail. We windsurf together. We would go down to the country. We had so many good times. And although he was quiet, he had a really good sense of humor. And he was such a multifaceted, talented man. He was always on the cutting edge of anything that was going, whether it was when computers came in, or he even did a philosophy degree. He started that in his 70s. When he was into fitness, when he was in the gym, we had friends who were footballers, volleyballers, our age, and they would be like, "My God, your father, he is so strong." They couldn't lift the weights he would lift, because Daddy was he was also competitive, and anything he did to the max. He put his all into it, and especially with his healing arts. He was truly a craftsman, in medicine. And he wasn't just a surgeon. He was a physician. He was an obstetrician, gynecologist, orthopedic surgeon, plastic surgeon, counselor for so many people that I know I'm biased, but he was an amazing man.
Okay, so tell me from you, what are some of your fondest memories?
He taught me how to sail, and that's something that I did throughout my youth. As Mandy said, he used to he loved sailing, and he would take us on trips to Martinique and the Grenadines, and these, it was always family, and we'll never forget those. We also used to spend a lot of time in the country. He loved gardening, so he was always planting stuff. We grew up eating stuff that my dad grew. you know, all the grapefruit and the avocados and the pigs and the you know, we had to cut them up too, but.
All right, well, quickly, Jane, let's hear from you.
Yeah, he was so sweet and gentle. And when I'm the eldest, and so when I was growing up, he was very often the only doctor wherever we were, whether it was Trinidad, well, not only doctor in Trinidad, only doctor in Tobago, St. Lucia. And, you know, the police would be coming when we were on the beach. The police would be steaming up to take him away to go to the hospital. You know, he was always busy, but he was so sweet and so gentle.
All right, thank you.